foremost, probably the longevity. And as I mentioned to you previous to us starting, it's always like a family reunion of sorts. You know, it's like you see people only one time a year, and it's like great. You know, it's so. And once I get a couple sips down the gullet, it's even more fun. You know, look at the bands, look at the lineup. It's always quality here at the Download Festival. There's so many different great bands, and then always the injection of new blood that you get to know and love over the years. And you know, heavy metal is you know, I want to say exclusive, but it's really not. You know, it's for everybody in a certain way. But no, it isn't for everybody in a certain way. So I guess what I'm getting at is we have our clientele, so to speak. And as you say, the audience has grown and grown and grown, and they're very voracious and in their appetite for it. So they'll camp out for days on end just to sit and watch all the bands and take in as much as they possibly can. That is special unto itself. And it's interesting that you bring up the political point, because even in America as well, you know, there's not droves of people. And to quote Portal, you know, we scoff the festoons, so to speak. And it's like, give us heavy metal music any day over a talking suit with an agenda. Oh, I love it. Yeah. And it seems like, I guess since NOLA and the second record, these songs are, especially particularly this second EP that we've done, people have embraced them. They know them. They like them. And that's all you can ask these days as a fucking songwriter, man. It's like, you know, we all damn well know we ain't gonna get rich anymore. So the way to do it is get your ass out there, tour it, play the songs. And so far, like I said, the response has been better than average. And when it's better than average, that means that eventually these songs that they're enjoying, you know, after you put out the next EP and then the next one, these Conjure or We Knew Him Well, one of the new songs, they're going to be classics. They're going to be sought after. They're going to be wanted to be heard by everybody, and that's a great thing. So we're looking forward to the ride, and you know, we know where it's going to take us, but it's always shit, man. It's all I know how to do. It's life, and I love it. I love it. Matter of fact, in 1992, Pantera played, I want to say Astoria or so one of the top, at the time, in the 90s, popular British clubs that were, I guess, a benchmark of success, so to speak. And I had the flu, and I was sick, and I had the fever. And we had finished the show. I was sitting in the dressing room sweating. The other guys were still running around, and I see this tall, looming figure walk by. And it just dawned on me. I said, "That's Brian May." I was like, "Brian May." And he came back. I said, "What are you doing at a Pantera show?" He says, "How do you know who I am?" I said, "Dude, I've been listening to you since I was a shrimp," you know? He'd brought his son to come see Pantera. He had no idea that we were huge fans, and we know what he has done for the rock guitar itself and the sound and the right hand picking and all of that stuff. And he sat down and talked to me for like 2 hours, and that was one of the, I don't think I was sick after that. I think it magically cured me. So it's like, man, fuck.